guys, today I will be trying out the new Tarteist Pro Glow palette and the Tarteist Pro Amazonian Clay palette. This is the eyeshadow palette. I got these both for Christmas from my husband slash birthday present, and I have not used them yet because I've been saving them for this video. So if you want to see a tutorial using these and hear my first impressions of them, just keep watching. So we're first going to start with the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. This is a contour and highlight palette. So this is what it looks like when you get it out of the box. It's got that rubbery kind of feeling. If you're familiar with the NARS packaging, that's kind of what this feels like. It feels very, very good. And then it's got a split down the middle here, and it's magnetic. Pops open there. It's got a mirror on either side when you pop it open, and I can already smell the smell of cocoa chocolate upon opening this, just like you can with the Too Faced chocolate bronzer or chocolate powder. You know what I'm talking about. So it has these colors here. The top one there is Lit, then the second one is Fire, and then the bottom one there is called Shade, and it's a cream. I can swatch these for you on my arm. And then the other side says, whoops, the other side is Strobe, Stunner, and Sculpt, and those are all powder. So it's got one cream and the rest are powders, and it smells just like chocolate. So before putting these on my face, I will swatch on my arm, and that way too it kind of helps me figure out which ones I'm going to wear today that matches my skin tone, or that kind of complements my skin tone, and maybe the lip color I'm wearing. The one I'm doing first is this one. It's called Lit. That's Lit. This next one is Fire. This one seems to be more pigmented and more gold. So that's Lit, and then that's Fire. And then the next one is the Cream, and it's called Shade. And so that's just one little swatch. Let's see if how well it blends. So it blends in pretty nicely. Alright, flipping to the other side, we're going in with Strobe, Stunner, and Sculpt, and I'll do Strobe first. I have a feeling Strobe is kind of my jam as far as what I'm going to be using today, because I'm so pale, or so fair. So that's Strobe. Alright, next we're going in with Stunner. Ooh, that's pretty too. So that's Stunner. And that is Sculpt. Very rich chocolatey brown, kind of reminds me of the Too Faced cocoa chocolate powder. Okay, so that's all of them again together. I think the cream did a nice job of blending out. I think you can make that look natural on your face. So that's the swatches. Now let's go in. First I'm going to take the powder Sculpt, and that's this one right here. And I'm going to use that to carve out my cheeks and underneath here, and also use it to contour on my nose. Ooh. Okay. It's a little too fierce for what I usually go for, so I'm going to have to work and blend this out. That's just a lot. I have a way I can fix it though. I'll get some banana powder and fix it a little bit. It's kind of what I normally do too if I'm too heavy-handed. I just kind of push it upward instead of downward, so it doesn't make me look too sunken in, I guess. Alright, now I'm going in for the chin, or underneath the jaw here. I could always use a little bit more sculpting underneath here. I'm going to go in with my stippling brush to do the bronzing around the forehead area. By the way, I already have on foundation. I've kind of set my foundation with powder. I've already done my brows, even though they look a little unruly. I'm getting them done tomorrow. And I've put some blush on. But other than that, I've left my eyes and everything blank just for this video. Sometimes I like to go in with my stippling brush afterwards and just make sure everything's so blended out. This is the JoJo stippling brush that I got from Marshall's, and I forgot to tell you this is the e.l.f. blending brush. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some banana powder. Alright, so here I have the Ulta Press setting powder in banana and my little cushiony sponge. And I'm just gonna kind of use some of that to clean up the bottom here. Just pat it on like that first, kind of makes it look sharp. And just keep patting. All right. That kind of helped clean that bronzer up a little bit. I'm pleased with the way it looks now. So this is Strobe, and this is a Real Techniques highlighting brush. And then going in with Stunner. I like to hit it above the brow, make a C shape here. Okay. Now I'm going to sculpt my nose with the color Sculpt. I got a little bit too much on the brush, so I'm just going to kind of run this brush over a paper towel and really blend that in. This is a BH Cosmetics brush from their first Sculpt set. My nose is very round on the ends here, so I kind of just like to do a straight line just to kind of make it appear a little sharper, but I actually enjoy the shape of my nose. Reminds me of, you know, it's a family nose, and so I don't want to change its shape too much because I'm very proud of how my nose looks. And then I take the stippling brush and kind of blend it out. Let's get up close and personal here. What I like to do after using my powders is I like to go in with some rose water. I usually use the Mario Badescu, or this one by Pearl Essence. I got this, it's a hydrating face mist. I got it from Marshall's. And that kind of helps set your powders so you don't look so cakey. So now that we have the face all finished, let's move on to the eyeshadow palette. So first, upon opening it, I'm seeing this card here that has different looks that you can do. I think that's very nice and user-friendly for those who are kind of wanting some inspiration as far as what looks you can do with this palette. So instead of this one feeling rubbery, this one's more plastic, whereas the Pro Glow palette was more rubbery. I like that gold, it's a nice touch. I'm not going to swatch all of these for you because I'm sure that there is another video out there of someone swatching these for you. I will just, you know, you'll get to see the shadows that I choose on my eyes today. If you want me to swatch them individually, then you can leave a comment down below and I'll do that in another video. but I feel like that would right now, for the sake of this video, be a waste of your time. So first, I just have some primer on and a little concealer on my lids to hide the veins. And so I'm gonna go in with the shade Classic. It's this creamy buttery one. It's the very, very first one at the top here. That's what I'm gonna use to set my eyes. And I don't know, I got this brush one year for Christmas. It's like pencil brush on one end, fluffy on the other. I'm just gonna use that fluffy part. It's kind of all over to make sure the concealer and everything is set in place. And again, I realize my brows are wild, but I'm getting them finished tomorrow. Okay, that is set. Now I'm gonna decide which one to put in the crease. I'm gonna go in with this rustier warm shade. It's called Whimsy, and it's right there. Ooh. These are pigmented. Next, I'm gonna go in with this color here, Innocent. It's a softer brown, and I'm just gonna put that above this warm brown just to kind of even it out a little bit. And I'm going in with the same fluffy brush that's been cleaned off. Just kind of softens the edges here. Okay. Next, oh, and I wanted to point out all of these on this side are all matte shades. All of these here, these circular ones, are all the shimmers. So with that being said, I'm going to go in with Trendy, the blue shimmery color, because I think everything else on my outfit today is very neutral, and my lip is kind of a cool tone neutral, and these earrings have a pop of blue, green, teal color in it, and I think that this would be pretty cool to put on the lid. So what I do with shimmer colors, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I just go right in with the finger and pat it on. That's what we're gonna do. Then I'm going in just for my inner corner highlight with the color Glam, and that's this shimmery vanilla color here. Normally I would put a highlight up here too, but honestly, I need to get my brows waxed so badly that we're not going in with shimmer, because that's only going to highlight those brow hairs. That's why I've just kind of put that classic matte creamy shade up there to kind of deal with it as much as we can until tomorrow when they get waxed. So I'm going to go and finish this other eye, and then I'll do some eyeliner and mascara, and we'll see what it looks like. So after I finished the second eye, I realized it was not smoky enough for me, so I'm going in with the color Punk, and it is a smoky, it looks black in the pan, but in the natural light here I can see like some hints of like a deep almost like licorice blue. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to take this e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush, and I know this is more for the crease and everything, but I use it for the outer corner, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with this shade, just to give it a little more oomph. I could totally make this smokier if I wanted. I'm sure most people do, but this is just what I'm comfortable with. Then I'm gonna go in with my fluffy brush. It's just kind of clean. And just kind of blend that out just to make sure there are no harsh edges or things that just don't look blended. And one more time, just going back in with a little more pop of trendy right on the center of the eye. I would recommend, if you're using these dark shadows, to do your eyeshadow before your foundation and all that, just so you don't receive any fallout, but that's okay. I didn't do too bad of a job with fallout. Okay, going in with my favorite eyeliner of all time. This is the L'Oreal Linear Intense eyeliner, and nothing that I've tried yet has compared to this. It's very flexible and it's a felt tip, and I just love the way it moves with my eye shape. Now I'm going to go in with my little Urban Decay Velvet 24/7 eyeliner. I never do waterline. I never do eyeliner on my waterline, always underneath the lashes, just because my eyes are so sensitive. I have contacts, and I don't know how I did it in high school wearing eyeliner on my waterline all the time. It didn't bother me then, it bothers me now. So I just go in and I stop right at the pupil. So it gives my eyes an open effect, not a squinty effect. Now that I have that eyeliner applied, I'm going to go in with my pencil brush. I'm going to go in with Whimsy, that's that warm color. And then I'm going to go in with Ethereal, which is that bronzy color on the, you'll just see. Now I've cleaned off the pencil brush and I'm going in with Ethereal, that's that bronzy shade, that's shimmery. And I don't see a lot of people online do this. Sometimes I just like to put shimmer underneath the eyes, just on the inner part. And then have it overlap that smokiness on the outside. Now going in with mascara, this is the Bare Minerals Lash Domination, and I really enjoy this mascara. It just separates and it's very, very black on your eyelashes. So there's the eye look with the Tarteist eye palette, Tarteist Pro, and the contour and highlight. I am enjoying both of these palettes here. Both of these here, very, very high quality and pigmented, very professional grade shadows, which I'm sure that's why they call them pro. And I mean, if you're willing to splurge a little bit, I think this would be great. If not, maybe put it on your wish list for your birthday or something. So that's it for the tutorial and first impressions on the Tarteist Pro palettes, the Pro Glow and then the eyeshadow palette. I hope you enjoyed it, and I also hope that you enjoyed your Christmas, and I hope you have a Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching, and come back and see me soon. Bye.